Hey guys, I made this idea that I'm gonna have a segment at the beginning of each video called the verdict, which means that I will basically have a short summary of what I think about this coin and just so your time is the most valuable thing, so I will try to give the most in the shortest amount of time possible. And then if you like what I said and you would like to hear the elaborations of what I said, then you can go on and watch the rest of the video. So the verdict, I will try to make this into 1 minute, and I will make this into each of my coin review videos from now on. So the basic attention token is a token which helps people to advertise and for users to look at advertisements and get money. I will not invest in this coin because I think that they try to get into a market which is too hardly dominated by big guys, Google, Facebook, and I don't think that they can. I mean, this token can, outperform them or outwit them, while they could just adopt what the coin has to offer, Google or Facebook or any one of these big guys, and just knock basic attention token out of the way. Also, the price is really high, so now it's like, I don't know, like 200 million market cap, and it started with 36 million market cap. As soon as like basically that's a big reason. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. So it's very expensive, even though it's kind of the cheapest price nowadays. So that would be my verdict. If you want to hear more about all this, then keep on watching. Hey guys, RP here from Crypto Clarity, and I made another interesting research on this new coin which is called BATcoin, Basic Attention Token. And I'm in a kind of a tough spot because this coin had a lot of popularity and it was like really popular, and because of that it's hard to not get it distorted and to not go into like an overly positive opinion. I kind of try to keep it as objective as I can, but then again it's kind of hard because I don't want to offend anybody. I went over the white paper, I went over the people who are behind it, and I went over some opinions and some guys' ideas about it. And so I think I have a pretty good idea about what is this whole thing and what to think about it. So this is what I want to give you now. Alright, so the BAT token is basically, what is it about? It's an Ethereum token. It's an Ethereum token which is basically used for advertisement purposes. That's the gist of it. Why would it be better than the the traditional advertising? Supposedly there are many middlemen in this whole era of online advertising, and this token could like subtract those middlemen and then insert the token itself in this whole transaction. And because of that, the ads would be cheaper for the marketers, and the users would get paid for watching the ads during browsing, and everything would be more happy in like a theory. And before that, this whole BAT token, the basic attention token, makes a browser of himself. I mean, not a browser of himself, but a special dedicated browser. They make one which is called Brave, and the token will be introduced in that browser first, and that browser blocks all the advertisements and all the trackers and all the bad stuff which is supposedly inside the site by start, and gives the chance to show his own ads instead of, not sure if instead, but show his own ads, and that's the basic idea. I went over the white paper. Let's see the white paper. Just gonna be here. I didn't really like the white paper because it was too markety, in my opinion. It seems like a commercial to me, and I don't really like this. I like to read about technical stuff more and about potential problems, potential solutions, stuff like that. It is inside there, I'm not saying that it's not, but I counted and there's like 19 relevant pages, and out of those 19 relevant pages, like 12 was about why is the market currently bad and how bad it is and stuff like that. I mean, if you look at this, like the value proposition is like basically why is this better than the average. Introduction is all about why is this better than the average. Same here, attention marketplace, like all the bad like middling mans, it's like written here in the picture, and like it's all about this, all about the old model, how is it bad, how the load time is slower, how the newspapers get less money, blah 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 blah, until like this is like an article about the Ethereum part, and then this is like the interesting part. But we're in 13 pages in. That's a lot. That's what I mean by, and like this is interesting. Like this is about the technology and stuff, and how would it work, and how is it like in theory. So I like this part. But then again, the roadmap again, cool. But then business landscape is like another section, which is only about like competition and like why would it be better? Why is not really a competition? Any competition, it's like really really optimistic, really really over the top. I prefer white papers which are like objective, more objective and less subjective. I know it's hard because you obviously believe in your own product and you don't want to talk shit about it, but still, so that's what I think about the white paper. The team is badass. The team leading it is badass. So we have a lot of cool guys. You can check it out here. I don't really want to talk about it that much, but like all of them are well established, all of them are reputable, and they seemingly are reputable. I don't know them personally. I checked their LinkedIn pages and I checked their accomplishments, but accomplishments don't tell about character. And I think that to lead a good ICO and to lead a good vision and to be in that vision for a long period of time, you need that kind of good character when you are like going for the vision and stuff. But to be fair, all of these guys are well accomplished and successful in what they do, and what they do is like close to what is this project, so it's kind of cool. I still did not invest in the basic attention token, and I don't even think that I will in this case. Why? Because they made this browser called Brave, and I don't think that will overtake the global market. They have plans for it, like they try to like pay the early adapters and pay them bet, but still like it's weird because they stated that the basic attention token is only supposed to be used for advertisement and to be paid. I mean, as a currency for guys who run ads on their page, and so like this motivation, this like advertisement money basically. So they said that it's not about real money. This is not real money. They are only putting it on exchanges because so that they are not hassled that much. That's what they wrote at some point, I think. So that they are not really hassled with the questions and with the requests. They just put it on the exchange, so anybody who wants to buy or anybody who wants to trade it, they can do it there. But then again, come on, like if somebody gets his revenue, a site owner, then obviously he wants to turn it into cash at some point. So that's why I think that this is actually like, this cannot function only like internet currency of some sort. I mean, this is not a problem. I'm just saying. What is the problem? I don't think that Brave will overtake the market. There's Chrome, there's even Internet Explorer. I mean, now it's like Edge or something. There's Mozilla, there's Opera, there's the Safari. So it's full. It's like already people are using it, and besides the early adapters, people are switching over stuff really, really, really hard. And I don't think that it has to be a lot better than the thing they currently use in order to switch. A lot better. And I don't think that Brave cuts it. And I don't think that it would cut it even if it would be in a much more developed stage than it is today. So that's why I didn't invest in the first place. So, come on, like, you get some tokens and the Brave has like ad blocking abilities, but then again, you can just install an ad blocker and you are like good to go. I don't think people will use it, and if it doesn't go mainstream, I don't know. And the second reason is even the bigger one. I think if we go to the CoinMarketCap, then you will see an interesting thing. So they raised $36 million as the ICO started, and this is weird. So they raised 36 million. That was the hard cap. So the maximum amount of money they could raise was 36 million. They did so in 30 minutes. The ICO started, people could invest in 30 minutes. The 36 was done. 36 million was done. For some reason, only like 100 wallets bought that 36 million. So that's like a huge, like they spent overall on average hundred thousands of dollars into this coin, and there are some speculations that these were actually like pre-sold, and that that's why they sold out so quickly. And that's kind of weird. In any case, this is not my point. The point is that initially, for every ether you got 6,400 coins. So let's check what was the price tag back then. So the May 30 close price was 2,031 ethers. 231 ethers, sorry. And let's pull up a calculator here real quick. So for 1 ether you got, so for 600, so for $231 effectively you got 6,400 ethers. So for $1 you got 6,400 divided by 231, you get 27 coins. And well, now you basically pay $1 and you get like 7 or 7 or 8. So basically, this is why my investment is like questionable, because I had this opportunity to buy there at the ICO at the discount price. I kind of had it, it was sold, but I didn't try to buy then, and now the price is effectively 6 times bigger, kind of. So now the price is 6 times bigger, and now the question is this ICO, is this whole idea that good that I can invest 6 times the price it was initially and still be profitable over the long run? And this is what is like kind of questionable. If I could buy now for the ICO price, I would buy for sure. But because it's kind of an uncertain area, and because the people who are inside already in this browser community, in this advertising community, is just so well established, Google, Facebook, people like that. Because of that, I don't think that I can afford this like big price difference and this like more expensive price. Like, look, if you look at the price, it's kind of the same as, it's kind of as good as it gets. Now it kind of went up, but then again, it's kind of as good as it gets. Still, I don't really want to buy because of these factors, because I think that the price is just too high even like this, and I just don't think that the thing is that I think it's helpful to like think in different worlds, like there's one world where this goes mainstream and this rips off. There's one world where this goes busto, and there's some worlds which are like in between of the two, like there's like a moderate success, and you kind of have to like estimate what are the chances of each of these happening, and based on that you kind of have to decide, is this a good idea to invest in based on my idea about the likelihoodness of the big success happening and the fail happening and all the middle part happening. I know that this is kind of weird, but I hope it's kind of understandable. The main idea is that like this, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, think about yourself. If you browse the internet, do you just look at content generally? Like, you look at you just browse, you just scroll the content and then you look at the ads? No, not really. You're inside an app most of the time when you're on your phone or on your like PC or Mac. Like, you are on your phone you are inside Instagram, you're inside Facebook, you're inside God knows what, but you're not really browsing the internet on your phone. And then on the other side of things, on the PC, well, I don't really see how people could just change, and like the main people are not really changing that easily, and I just don't think that this is gonna succeed in pretty much ever. Also, like, if Google sees this as a big potential and sees, a window here, then he could do the same, and he could just adapt everything what the basic attention token has to has to like offer, and we would be in the same deal. So that's why I don't think I'm gonna invest in this. Cheers.